In my work with executive leaders around really integrating this kindness and power together, one of the key skills I find I work on with nearly all of them is around integrating anger. Anger is one of those loaded words in our society, and it's one of those emotions that none of us like. We don't like it when anger boils up. We're ashamed of it. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to be frustrated. We don't want to take our anger out on others. So in our society, we get very good at learning to push it down, to repress it, to not express it. And thank God, that's a great skill that so many leaders have to learn, because walking around being angry all day isn't a sign of a good leader. But also repressing it and pushing it down also has its negative sides, because anger is just an energy. And anger ultimately means a boundary has been crossed. We wouldn't get angry unless we deeply, deeply cared about something. We wouldn't get frustrated unless we cared about something. So it's actually a sign that there's something off in our field of awareness. There's something going on that we don't agree with. But when we just push it down and repress it, it just builds and builds and builds. And we see this all the time. Classic leaders trying to be nice, trying to be friendly, pushing down their anger, and then passive aggressiveness comes out in unhealthy ways and in moments where you really don't want it to as a leader. So how do you deal with anger? What do you do with it? In our society, as it's not accepted, you have to be nice, you have to be kind. What do you do with that frustration, that anger that just keeps boiling up? Well, the first step I always find is just befriending it. As I said, anger's there as an emotion to inform you of something. It's there to let you know that something is off. A boundary has been crossed. Something's going on that shouldn't be going on for you. And it's okay to express that. So instead of burying the anger, let it inform you. What do I need to do next? And that way you can bring in the power and the kindness, and you can let the other people know around you what it is you're sitting with, what it is you're frustrated about. But do it in a way that feels integrated. You're not pushing it away, you're not repressing it, but you're not letting it turn into violence. You're not letting it get bigger than it needs to. And I find it only gets bigger because we repress it. It just builds and builds and builds, and boom, out it comes. Because of the pressure can't be kept in. So befriend the anger, get to know it, get intimate with it, find out the message in the anger.